Man, the other crazy thing is when I was building this, I like put him together and I turned him on and then I knocked him over on accident. And he goes, ugh! And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Luigi.
Your favorite ring.
Your mom's?
Yeah.
It's so cute. I don't want to take it. Oh God, it fits. I guess I put it on my middle finger when I was wearing it. Your mom's wedding ring is so cute. Mm-hmm. I was wearing it for too long and got drunk and you left and I was like, Sarah! Running down the road.
Because I was like, why are you running at me? Because we had just left, so I was like, there would just be no reason as to why. And then I realized that I had left my ring.
Mom's wedding ring.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's not at night like we usually do.
That's why it's so bright. Sorry for this.
Super bright. It is, but
I couldn't change that.
It's the morning.
I don't know how to. Yeah, it's the morning. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do about sunlight? You know,
Excuse
you
me.
Can't do nothing.
She brought me to McDonald's and it hit my stomach and my.
You're getting the acid reflux.
Yeah.
You're getting the whole action
the
right
whole
now.
Shits. No, but it made me realize today I maybe need some curtains in here or something for the podcast zone in the future because what if we ever want to do this again in the daytime? I just like it being bright in here though. It's kind of nice.
It is really nice, but
Or
you can also just put some
darker curtains or like open and
they
close
don't have
them.
to, or some type of sheer. I'm sure the sheer would deflect the light, you know.
Well, that's sheer. I just need another one over here.
This and it does do. Well, I guess it is the same. It's giving the same vibes. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure. Maybe colored ones, because you couldn't do blackout.
No, I don't want to.
To be honest, I was at.
That doesn't look bad.
I was at IKEA the other day.
I thought I need to go too. I need to go too.
We should go together because I originally didn't go there and find what I wanted there. I was trying to find like shelving, some type of, basically like shoe shelving, like we had kind of talked about.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to have Jacob just build mine at this point because they don't have anything. And there was like nothing in the stores. But you know what I did find? A lot of curtains there. A lot of nice fabric curtains that aren't very expensive. Like they feel
I don't know
heavy.
how anybody, like every time I go to IKEA, I'm like, well, I found one thing and everything else was overwhelming. And so now I'm leaving.
It is overwhelming. It's super overwhelming. There, you want everything. I bought a toy snake for no reason.
Did see that. I got to see her house.
Finally, yes.
She has officially bought it. You have purchased a home.
I have literally signed my life away.
A big old loan. Yeah, big old loan we got.
I've been checking my Credit Karma to see. I was like, when is this gonna upload?
As soon as I saw that fat loan go on my Credit Karma, I was like, oh cool. Oh, no. That's tight to think about. Hate that, really.
It's so funny because up until this moment, at least I know for you and me, probably everybody else out there, before you buy a house, you're paying down all of your debts. Like I was virtually debt free at this point. I had worked my whole life up until this moment just to get back in debt. But it's a good investment. That's what everybody says.
I personally think it's the best investment. But
it is the best investment. It's what everybody that's older than me just keep talking about it too. They're like, you buy a house. That is a great investment.
Yeah, the amount of people that have just been so like, damn, you bought a house? I'm like,
well, it's kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
The funniest thing is just growing growing up and recognizing that you're growing up, and then also looking around and seeing your friends are growing up. Because like I have a friend Tom here last night, saw my house for the very first time, and like he's a pretty like chill dude for the most part, but he was like, damn, this is tight. This right here is tight. And he was like pointing out a little things. I was like, yay. And I was like, who would have thought that me and Tom from high school would be sitting, 30 years old, you know, talking about our houses that we just bought, because he just bought one too. And it's just like, it's kind of like,
it's weird.
wild.
It's weird that like you go, it's just like a stage of life that you knew was going to happen, but
I'm too young for this.
Exactly. I was like, I wasn't ready for this moment. I was actually thinking that this morning on the way to your house today. I literally had that same moment. I was like, we're all like around the same age. We're like, a lot of us are buying houses or like attempting to right now. And it's like, it's just funny because like, it's just like, that's just what we do now. Like, we're not getting new toys and showing it off at the playground. Well, we're still getting new toys. We're not showing it off on the playground, but
or later today in this podcast.
I know. She really brought a show and tell. I almost did. She just said show and tell.
I didn't think about it until you were already McDonald's.
Already McDonald's.
You were already at McDonald's.
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's crazy how you just grow up. You get excited about those things too.
The other thing I've been noticing about growing up that I never wanted to admit until just now, I literally have recognized, I've recognized the lack of energy. I used to be able to do so much shit. And I'm not talking about like partying or anything I'm just talking about, I used to be able to like wake up, do a job, come home, stream like starting at 8 p.m. and start streaming until like forever, and then wake up and just like all day I was just like, and like I never got tired. I would just go and do all these things, and I would be like, okay, what else can I do to be better at life? And now I'm like, what else can I do? And I'm like, honestly, I probably should rest, because like otherwise I'm gonna be fucked tomorrow. like for this
That's
tonight.
the realist.
Last night I was like, I have to go to bed. It's like 11. I at least have to try to start going to bed.
When we had talked about filming this morning, because we're just, juggling
busy
full-time jobs in this, and so and moving into this house on Thursday, which she's also helping me do. So we've just got a lot to cover. So I was texting her yesterday morning, and I was like, okay, if we talk about it now, I have mentally prepared myself that I'm going to work today. I'm going to get a lot of stuff done, and then I'm going to wake up. I already know, like, this is the amount of sleep that I'm going to need. It's so like that too now. But yeah,
you need it.
And honestly, I was thinking about it last night too while I was at work. So I was thinking about also how tired I was. And I was like, it's literally the worst feeling to me. I would rather be any other feeling than tired, because I can't stand to be tired. But it's inevitable.
I've also been nauseous for the past 2 days, and so I would not choose to any other thing, because being nauseous is the worst feeling.
It really is.
I just can't do anything. I'm just,
who does? Who can?
Day,
who can? It's just like it's like a whole,
just be like
the whole
gagging throughout
thing.
the day.
Yeah, it's all of this. It's
fucks with everything. But I will say I've recently had like
nauseous.
a headache. Oh, good. Recently had like a headache for I don't do headaches very much, and I can't handle it.
I don't ever get headaches either, unless it's caffeine induced. Like if I have lack of caffeine, that's about the only time, and I almost
kind of
know
like a
it.
little dull. It's just like hey, you need caffeine.
Yeah. I don't
like that.
People with chronic migraines. I don't know how
feel
you do
so
it.
bad.
I don't know how you do it.
And I feel so bad for people being like, "Oh, you have a headache," because I just see the way that they're like dying,
so many people have migraines. Like so many. I've had so many friends in the past that were just so prone to migraines. And I'm like, bless up. I'll take my nausea. All right, we've coped with it this long, but sorry, I couldn't do migraines.
I was saying, when you said tired, I was like, I could think of so many other feelings I would not want.
Going back into our last episode that we had.
You healthy bitch. That shit had me dying when I saw that again later. I was like, I was
watching it right before we started this, but the only time I had a singeing, had to go lay down because of a headache, was when I had COVID. Straight up. I had the worst headache of my entire life.
I remember you telling me about that.
And it was funny too, because I was like days into having it, and I had felt fine. I had felt really weirdly wired, and then I was just all of a sudden like, headache. But that's the only one I can even think of that I've had in the past years of my life. Years. Literal years.
I hate them. Man, so I swear the only thing that's happened since we
Is
filmed last is
houses.
house. And
Yeah, well, I will say I'll catch you guys up on like since we've now signed the papers. It's good to go. It's ours.
yeah, you got a house.
Yay. Not to touch too much base on it, but we were supposed to move in last Friday, and then it completely threw off my whole week after that because I literally texted her. I was like, wait, we're releasing next Monday, right? She
Yeah.
was like, no,
Right now, actually.
it's today. It's like, what? So I don't know if like the move threw me off because like I swear I had it down in my head. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be in Florida. Like we can film after I get back from Florida, but like I don't know how. Because then it would still not.
It's just
Anyways,
a whole
I
week
still
off.
Was,
You
I
got
was a
1
whole
week off.
I don't know how I did it, but I was a week off, and then, because originally we were supposed to move in last Friday, we weren't able to do that because house things. We had a $9,000 job on our plumbing line.
That luckily she didn't have
we
to pay
didn't
for.
have to pay for. It was in an agreement before we bought the house that it had to be fixed, and so it got fixed yesterday. But some beautiful things to look for when buying a house is check your plumbing and stuff. Make sure you
Yeah.
get great inspections.
Get an inspection and a plumbing inspection.
Do not buy a house if your plumbing inspection does not pass, because I could have been $9,000 in the hole right now. I would have been a different person right now in front of the camera.
That was me whenever I got all that water heater stuff, and then they were like, oh, it'll be like about 9,000. And I was like,
Well, this was not what I signed up
No,
for.
thank
No.
you.
I mean,
got a damn inspection. They said it was fine.
no, that's exactly it. It's just people trying to one up you all the time or trying to get one over on you is really what it comes down to. So, but
Can't
Thursday.
trust them people.
so
Yeah, so she has a little bit of a show and tell about it because that's all she's had to deal with for the past couple weeks.
Mhm.
Which obviously we can't show and tell your backyard. So here's a picture.
Here's the picture of it, of the giant. There was an actual excavator in my backyard because that's how far deep the plumbing went.
Because like I got something, I've heard this happen a lot with people getting houses, but like, or even just owning houses, but like roots get into water lines or something.
Gosh, I have
or
the
other.
fattest tree. That was the first thing she noticed in my backyard.
I was so
How
hyped.
big this tree was, but like
I hugged that tree like 4 times. I was like, it's huge.
I love it. It is so big. It just forever. It just goes on forever
It's
and ever and
huge.
ever.
It's
But
It's like it's a massive tree. I mean,
it is
like,
just
and
a
I've,
massive tree. I mean, I was really
for
looking at,
Missouri.
yeah, I was looking at all the trees. I mean, we have some pretty mature trees in our neighborhoods, older and whatnot. So, but I feel like mine's the biggest in like the little area. I was
It's
like,
like the biggest tree.
I
in
got
the
the
house.
biggest tree in my backyard. Not to brag on y'all, but they're probably, yeah, that's on you. You can have the biggest tree.
Yeah,
I'm sure
okay.
there's problems that come with
I
it,
was
but
trying
it's
to
beautiful.
avoid having any trees because my dogs fucking eat sticks.
We're gonna have to, well, and it's gonna be kind of a bitch to pick up every year. Like we're gonna have to like
Mhm.
rake over that and probably reseed our backyard, because at this point, now that our complete backyard's been dug up, it's just like dirt now.
Yeah.
That is just gonna have to settle now at this point. So
Well, I was thinking about getting our cedar anyway, so we could just like tag team the cedar.
let's do it.
Because Reggie, as soon as it's wet, Reggie digs up everything. Not like digs it up, but like runs and plays in the mud and runs
Mhm,
around, and then all of a
mhm.
sudden her paws have just like dug up everything. It's just a bunch of mud in the back
worst.
now.
Yeah, no, I truly feel that. That's like honestly how our backyard is.
Yeah.
Kind of our front yard too. We've got a tree back there. So I had trees in my yards growing up. Like we had it was the weirdest. We had this like tiny little hill in my like childhood house that I grew up in, and then just like 2 little pine trees of all things, just 2 pine trees that just stuck up on this like baby hill that we had in our yard. It was hilarious. And they were just lone, and now they're just sad. They got like they only got like one side of like shrubbery
Trees.
that's going on. Everything else is like kind of like weird. And but anyways, so we always had
trees.
patches of no grass in our yard because of trees. They just, your grass doesn't grow hardly. So I think we could, I don't know how, we're in dead season. Our trees haven't like,
Yeah, we don't even
leaved
know what
up.
our
I don't
houses
even-
really look like
no,
at all.
no,
We
don't.
did this shit in the winter.
That's
I'm so
crazy.
excited. I'm so excited for the summer. I was thinking about it yesterday because I went out this weekend.
So excited. You did.
I did some
Proud of
Kansas
you.
City things. Well, I mean, I went to her house on Friday night, hugged a couple tree.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, I went out again, old school podcast. It was like one of the very first episodes I talked about going out to go see Kadesh's quixotic thing. And we got to go again because the other, like on Saturday, he was like, I don't know what you guys are doing tonight, but like, you want to come and snab some high seats like for free at the, you know, at the top. And it was like, we'll just sneak you in on the side, you know, like kind of not sneak you in, but like, so we went and got our drinks and went all the way up to the balcony. And they were like, I was like, bro, these are the best seats in the house.
They looked really
they were
nice.
super
I was
tight.
Like, they
I was
didn't
like,
look
how
like
did-
nosebleeds.
And like, this is like one of those things like you go and pay money for because it's like a Cirque du Soleil kind of vibe.
No, it definitely was.
It is.
They were
It's
they were actually very talented. I
It's
remember I had
so
watched
cool.
your entire story on it.
Everybody did.
I love acrobats.
It's
They're
so
fun.
I was really gigging. There was at one point where I was crying because the music
It's
was
so
so beautiful.
So beautiful.
But like it was tight because like there was, you know, there's people that pay for the little tables at the front, and this was like a little different than the last quixotic I went to. Like this one was called Sensation, and it was very sexier. Like it was sex
you could
level
tell it was
way more. I was like.
provocative.
The people in the getting all sweaty.
I was about to say getting hot and sweaty in your seat. Like you shouldn't be watching it, but you're watching it.
Because the people at the tables, like they're basically like the people at the strip club, you know, like they get to interact a little bit. Like they're, you know, the people are walking around and doing
It
stuff
kind of looked
on
like a
them,
little
you know?
Magic Mike moment for
Yeah,
a minute.
it kind
Like
of was that dude. Was really, that guy is so crazy, man. When he was on the little rings and he's on the pole, but it's like in the sky and it's just loose. Like
yeah,
there's
all
a
of
lot that was going on there, but that like they obviously pay a lot and they could bring drinks in and stuff and they have a little table, and then everybody else are like in like theater seats. Like those seats are not comfortable. First of all, it doesn't matter. You have a table, it's really nice, you know. And then these people are like in theater seats, can't bring their drinks in. We're at the top in these like fancy fucking office chairs, and we're allowed to bring our drinks in. I was like, this is the best seats in the house, and
Yeah.
nobody talks to me. Like nobody's throwing their boas on me. I hate that shit anyway. I know, like especially if they like ask me something. I'm like, nope, don't look.
I
at
like
me.
interactive, but not with me, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah.
Please skirt me.
Yeah.
No,
But it
those
was
are
so
the best seats. They
precious.
really are. It reminds me of when I was just thinking, I cherish these moments now. I wish I would have done more of them. We did do a lot though, like going to like musicals, live music, orchestras, operas,
The orchestra.
Cirque
The
du
orchestra
Soleil.
out here, like
like
the Casey Symphony. Have you seen
I
it
haven't.
yet?
That was like a bucket list of mine that I
you
still
really
want
need
to
to.
do
You really
because
need to.
like
We should do. There's a thing. I bet they still do it, but we should definitely do it this summer. Like celebration at the station.
yeah.
It's like Memorial Day, and then they have this symphony come out and just like play music all day, and then at night they bring out the
that's
cannons
super
and
cool.
stuff.
That's super cool.
Super tight. It's like a picnic all day. Out
Yeah.
you just like eat watermelon and
Union
That's what I
Station's
do.
tight. They always do
Bring a watermelon.
something.
I
you
love
know,
that.
interactive or
Yeah.
That's why you hit it real good when you said that, you know, summer's right around the corner. And
It
I'm just, we're getting just like the smallest hints of like good weather. And by good weather, we mean like
50s.
not bitter cold. Yeah, 50s is good. What are you talking
I'm
about? That's
so excited.
good.
I'm going out there and like
Honestly, if I see 40
T-shirts.
in the morning, I'm like,
best day ever.
that's not even that cold.
Because
Whatever.
the sun is so bright out here. Like even when it's cold, it's still sunny. So it's like it's when it's warmer. Like you can
Well, and
bet
like
on it
when
being a
we've
good
had
day.
such cold weather, I'm talking like you touch your steering wheel and you have like frostbite is what it feels like trying to drive. It's
like
terrible.
12.
It's
The
so
lowest I've seen was like 12 degrees, which is cold.
we've gotten lower than that.
I haven't seen it yet. I don't.
When we've
go out
gotten
my
all the
house.
snow,
That's still.
we've gotten quite a bit. Especially like at night, it just gets. I'm pretty sure we've hit like at
Brisk.
least like two degrees at some
Ooh,
point.
I hate it.
Yeah, truly, it's not a fun.
Ah,
But it's funny that you say that too because it really is just Kansas City is such a winter state. Well, a city. My bad.
it's a whole ass state.
The
now.
whole ass state out
It's
here.
a state of mind.
State of Kansas City.
State of Kansas City. Speaking of Kansas City, a classic that has made it to my like staple Kansas City things that I do. After drinking, I go to Caddy Shack. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's like it's like a bar, but they have pizza all night, like, and it's
Good.
no, you have been there. You have been there for my birthday. I brought everybody there outside. I was wearing the cow purse.
Oh, yeah.
Though you can put anything you want on your pizza, and I got jalapeno, bacon, cream cheese, and pepperoni pizza as usual. Delicious.
Weirdo.
I will never. I just love that place. I love that place. Love you, Caddyshack.
I forgot that was where we went. Honestly, we went to
So many
a few places on that specific night because
My
these
birthday.
Vax cards were just ruthless out there that night. So remember they had to like
The what?
they're really giving us a hard time over like the Vax cards. Like
Oh,
not
because
saying-
Missy didn't have her vaccine
She
card.
didn't-
She had,
but it
she's
didn't have
vaccinated,
her
but she
name
didn't.
on it.
Yeah,
and
it was like a.
it was a whole thing. And
He was being an asshole anyway.
he was kind of being a dick, but so we had gone to like several places that night. But yeah, Caddyshack was one of them. I didn't realize that was the place.
So good.
Where's that located at? West Bottoms?
Yeah, I think so.
Somewhere around
So
that area.
it's always after I've been in a bar.
You know what's so weird? I always think I'm like West Bottoms is so far away, but like for some reason it's
right.
not.
It's right. Yeah.
It's actually like right next to your house, and I don't
Everything
understand how that
is-
works.
Everything is right next to my house. Everything is right
It
next. Like the
doesn't seem
city
like it
is
should be.
the city.
West Bottom just doesn't. I'm just confused.
To me, it's crazy that the
I
West
feel like you
Bottoms
just
has
end up
so
in
many
West
stuff.
Bottoms. Like you just keep driving, and then it's like boom.
Because it's at the end. In
Yeah.
my head, I feel
Yeah,
like
it's at
Kansas
the
City's all
end.
at a line, but I also have the worst sense of direction.
No,
so.
it feels like one big circle to me.
Oh no.
One big radius.
Well,
of-
there is a circle of highway, but like I feel like all the cool stuff is like
Mm.
all down. You know, because you have like
Don't ask me.
River
about
Market,
directions.
Crossroads,
Routes.
downtown, Midtown,
Midtown.
Westport, or vice versa. I don't know which one comes
You
first.
get more western the more you go down. You get more of an accent.
Waldo, Brookside.
Brookside, Waldo, Raytown. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so
There's a lot of towns, I guess.
there are a lot of towns.
But no, yeah, that was my Kansas City weekend. I did a whole little. I mean, not a whole thing. Didn't do shit on Sunday.
That's still something to do than what we have been our
Mhm.
usual.
No, going out, especially hanging out with Kadesh. He was like, "What are you doing right now?" And I was like, "Nothing." He was like, "Get on your shit," and I was like, "Yeah." So I felt very much more motivated at the start of this week. I like cleaned my house, and I was like, "All right, get my shit together." And now
Yeah.
you're gonna be settled in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't even have you this weekend, so I'll be able to focus on other stuff without getting distracted by you.
So sweet. I do have a big wedding coming up in Florida. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm getting more excited now that I've like signed my house away and the plumbing got fixed yesterday. I feel like I can actually get a little bit excited for this Florida trip now. I'm like, well, this is gonna be nice. Like be on a beach and celebrate
In
and
Florida, where in
have
Florida are you
tons
going?
of food. I always forget Fort Myers. It's specifically Fort Myers.
like
I'm really not familiar
think
with
it's, like,
Florida.
north-ish.
I've literally never been since
I've
I was
only-
like 2.
yeah.
I don't.
I lived there, but I only lived in like a couple places, so I don't remember.
Right. It's kind of like on the, you know how Florida has the panhandle and then it like loops down. Like on this side, there's like some type of little peninsula of like, what do you call those? Resorts. Jesus. We're staying it's at a resort, obviously. It's like where the wedding's at. So it's like a strip of resorts. But we are staying in somewhere an hour away because you gotta like go over this bridge to like get there, and we're like the closest that you can be. It's
We're,
like
like, in a
Cape
little-
something. Cape
I don't know.
Cape something. I don't know. It's very close. We got an Airbnb out there. It's actually really nice. But
Nice.
it'll be like on the beach.
Hot
so.
tub?
Hot
Not-
tub.
not hot tub.
Yes, there is a hot tub. Of
yes.
course, yeah.
Why is it just a classic? It's a classic Airbnb thing to have a hot tub.
I love
You've
a good hot
only-
tub. I told myself in our
Are you
new
getting
house,
one?
I
That's
want to
what I'm
get I
saying.
want to save up for like a nice hot tub, like not a little like rinky dinky $2,000 one. If we're gonna do a hot tub, we're gonna do like a really nice one that's gonna have
You got a good
longevity in it.
patio.
Yeah, I got a nice deck for it, and a big old tree.
Nice
So yeah,
Big old tree.
and a big old tree. One solid single tree in my backyard, but
That'll be good. Then you
Yeah.
can have your little break.
yeah, I will. So it'll be
Little
moving day, and
Summer
then-
break, and then come and summer weather break, and then
Yeah,
come back.
right. Hopefully I get somewhat of a tan. I'm definitely gonna have to put on a spray tan. I look ghostly white right now.
Winter.
I'm wearing a maroon dress though. It's gonna be really pretty. It's velvet.
The only wedding I
So
ever was
cute.
in, was my brother's, and I wore a maroon dress.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I said maroon. I meant more of like a burgundy. It's kind of
I don't
like
know
a
the difference.
yeah. It's
What?
it's the same. It's in the same
That's
category.
the same color.
Yeah, because I was thinking about
What do you mean? What is the difference?
burgundy and maroon. Maroon, I feel like has more of like a purple hue to it, undertone.
That-
If we're gonna get real
Fuck.
specific about it, but
Oh, Sarah.
oh no.
I really want to
Hey, it's already disappearing. That's the beauty of Velvet. I love me some Velvet. Speaking of, I should just be sponsored by Velvet all the time. I should only wear Velvet. That's what my dress is Velvet and lace.
Well, should have made more coffee because I didn't really make much from the start. And I just poured half of it on my fucking
Well,
lap.
well,
How did that even happen?
I don't know. You were
Constant.
antsy and just,
Consistently
yeah,
messy.
true. I think we're to the segment. Show and tell.
Oh, well, you
Show
showed
us.
yours, so I'll show you mine. I've only, pretty much since the last filming, I've just been working and building Lego.
A lot of Legos. She's
lot of
been
Legos.
building a lot of Legos.
So here's my NES Lego that I built on Mario Day. Funny enough, I didn't mean to, but the best part, oops, that was the controller. It's the controller. The best part about this is that the
It
little
literally,
comes out. Isn't it cute?
it's a literal
I want
Lego, but
that.
you wouldn't know. You
I
wouldn't
can't.
even know it.
You wouldn't even know. And I'm sure people have seen these before, but I just love all the little ports and everything. And then it has a little secret. Is it this side? A little secret Mario level on one side.
Let me see it again.
How adorable.
Adorbs. I can't even.
Cute. And then the TV that you build to go with it. Because, I mean, this is just in itself already fucking tight.
Yeah,
Keep
truly.
this on my shelf. And the TV that you go with it is precious. Oh, I left the stand on the ground. I forgot they're not attached.
Oh my gosh. I haven't seen this one yet.
Have you seen it in action? I
No,
haven't yet.
no. Show me. I see the reel on the side.
So you take this guy and you turn him on. And then you put him here. Am I going the right way? Isn't it so cute?
No, it doesn't. Oh my gosh.
Don't you want to die a little? It hurt me.
Hurts.
I don't know when it ends because sometimes it ends and sometimes it doesn't. Like it does a little like.
Oh my
Beep, 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 beep. I don't. Last night I couldn't get it to end, so I'm not gonna.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Cute as fuck. Bye bye. Man, the other crazy thing is when I was building this, this guy, I put him together and I turned him on and then I knocked him over on accident. And he goes, ugh! And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, Luigi. So that's all I've been doing is Lego building.
Oh my gosh.
TV stand.
Stop. You just really, oh my gosh.
I knew you would love that. I knew you were going to love that. I was like, I know that there's been people on the internet that have seen this already, but I know Sarah hasn't, and I know that she's going to love
haven't.
it.
And I didn't know it went that far. I
Yeah.
mean, Lego really knows what they're doing.
This was the most incredible build I've ever built. It was like an adult build. There was moments where I was like, this
I know
is
what I'm
really
doing?
tight. Like
Yeah.
the way that these pieces are coming together are way more intricate
that was
than it
so
used to be.
cool. That was just the cutest thing I'd ever seen. That just really brightened my day. I'm gonna be thinking about it later on and be like, at least I saw the Lego
I
Mario
finally
build."
bought that Queer Eye set too. Which
Yeah.
has totally inspired me to clean my closet. I don't know if you noticed how perfectly clean
No,
it
I
is in
saw. I
here.
saw your beautiful hats. I loved your
And
hat
this-
moment.
And
It
this
does.
shelf right here is
Mhm.
designated for my Queer Eye set to go on. So
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be
love
so cute.
Lego. I
Yeah,
need
you
to
have.
chill.
You've been
though. I
having
need
a
to
lot
get
of-
back on Gundam.
She's been having a big Lego moment lately. They've been putting out a lot of good ones though, and a lot of like your fun fandoms. So
I need
how
to get
could
that
you
black.
not? How could you not? Like if they made a Witcher one tomorrow,
Ugh, that would
I
be
don't
crazy.
even-
What would
I'm
they
not-
even make?
Oh God, they could make so many. It's about time. It's about time that they start. We were
That's a whole license.
we like straight up when they were over at our house the other day, we chilled in an empty room talking about plans for the house and things like that for hours.
Mhm.
That's all we did. We just sat on the floor.
Love a good carpet.
It was a good carpet moment, but we shot the shit for a minute. We really talking about this mural. We were like inspired
to
to
make
do
a Witcher mural in your basement.
We want to.
It's gonna be like a whole
It's
group
actually
event.
gonna happen, and I'm actually in full support of it. I didn't know what kind of mural, everybody was like thinking about or wanting, but I'm in full support of
We're
that.
so funny how the only thing we care about, we're like, what are we gonna paint on the wall?
That's
That's the only thing we care
That's
about
the
when we get our house.
brilliant
Like,
part.
what are we gonna...
Listen, we're all children at heart. So we just grew up and like we do grown up things now.
Just
still.
imagine how tight it would be to like walk around. Like every time I come in here and see my mural on the wall, I'm like, that's fucking tight. I need to finish it. That's what I really think every time. But it will be something I think.
It's actually
that's
almost
tight.
finished. It's
Yeah.
like so close to being finished. You really
It's
just
like
gotta
a day.
refine it.
Just like a day. Yeah. Next
It
one
actually
more.
looks, yeah.
One more
and you
round.
got started right on that immediately almost. It looked
Mhm.
it was really tight. Like a cute little
I also I went to a Gundam model contest, which I haven't
You
been to one of those
did.
since Seattle.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know, but I just haven't been around Gundam stuff in a long time, I feel like. And I was surprised to see how big it was. I mean, it's the official IPMS, which is funny. I always thought that was. But IPMS is the name of the, like, that hosts these contests
Yeah.
for Gundam and
Right.
other. It's not just Gundam, obviously. Like, I don't. There was everything. Mostly, like when I pulled up, I was like, I'm so nervous. Like, what if this is just a tiny little Gundam show, and then like there's only like 5 people there? Like, I want to go and like see models, and I don't want to like. I don't like to talk to people sometimes. Like, I just get, like, ugh. So, but I went in there and I was like, crossing my fingers. There's just like 50 old guys. And sure enough, I went in there, there's all these old men, and I was like, yes! So I got to look at all because like, I like to go to look at all their, like, their trains and their planes and their cars. And
All the old men in the
all
corner,
the-
and I
'cause-
said,
or their
"You're my
military-
type. You are it.
They are my type, man. Because, like, when I go in there and I see all these old people with all their old models that, like, this is, like, official modeling, like, old man modeling. And the techniques are incredible. And the intricacies of all these things and it's inspiring, and you could take the things that you see from this and use that on Gundam.
Yeah.
So it's, like, plus there was Gundam stuff there, which is exciting, but
There were Gundam stuff. I actually watched through that whole story of yours too because it was
a very
super
eventful
interesting.
day.
That weird the monster and then the other monsters on it, and he was like had the crazy teeth, and he was like
that was
riding.
Boba Fett, and that was a full sculpture.
That was
As someone just
honestly
sculpted
so
that.
tight. That was so
Just
tight. I was
sculpted
just
it.
in awe about
me
it.
too. I was like,
That's crazy.
Boba Fett?
Boba Fett? Is that you?
I'm like, you sculpted this? Which most of the stuff there is like modeling, but that was like a sculpture, and I was like, oh, that's fucking tight.
Mm-hmm. No,
Yes.
it did. It looked really cool. That's crazy. It's cute that you went to something local like
I saw
that.
someone
that was
from the
super
Buck
local.
crew. That was nice too.
Yeah, you did say that.
That was always good. It's always
Look
fun.
at you. You're just out here being local as shit.
I know.
She
I'm
really
saying
just
I'm back. I'm back, bitches. Let's go out. Well, I just want to do Kansas City things again.
We're also, things have been
winter's
way
over.
too cold. Yeah, winter's over. It's time.
It's time.
We're so seasonal. Everybody's seasonal out here, okay?
Mm.
There is such thing as seasonal depression even. Like, you almost just feel like you've kind of just been on hibernation. Then you're just like, as soon as you see the sun, we're like,
It's the sun. Yeah, it's the sun for me.
it is the sun. Oh my gosh, it's the sun.
I
It's
need it.
feeling the warmth of it.
As soon as I see it, I'm just sitting outside on the concrete.
My house faces the sunrise.
Mm.
So literally I can just go out on my deck and then just
Nice.
sun absorb. I'm
Yeah.
so excited to do something like that. I already have patio furniture. So
I love patio furniture. I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace.
It's
and stuff.
expensive.
Yeah, I've been looking
Patio
on
furniture
Facebook
is
Marketplace.
very
and things.
expensive. It's like not on
so
the
much work.
It is a lot of work. It's like one of the last things. I have talked myself out of it. I don't know whether to be proud of it or to be more upset that I keep talking myself out of it.
Pottery Barn.
Yeah,
I knew
I've gotten on it every day, and
She's
like
trying to get these Harry Pottery Barns.
Harry Pottery Barn. Yeah, I
There's
really
just
want.
so much cool stuff.
There's too many. I just almost can't even make a decision. And right now,
Collectibles.
I'm kind of just. I'm just expecting something to happen as soon as we get in our house. So I'm
Mhm.
like,
Yeah,
I'm kind of just like, okay, I just need to chill
I didn't do
because if
anything for a
something,
minute either.
yeah, if something happens, I don't
like
want
to
to be
have
like,
the-
well, at least I have my Hedwig beanbag, but I've got
Yeah,
a
this
leak.
really expensive Hedwig beanbag chair
And a
that
house
I
that
don't
doesn't
have
work.
a shower.
Yeah, so I've really like those cute little the keys that you can hang your jewelry on. I put it in my cart like 3 times now, but I've backed out of the side every time.
Got my
Yeah, your beautiful
snake.
jewelry. It's so cute. I love it every time I see it.
What else have you been thinking about other than house lately?
Well, good question.
That's what I was gonna say. Probably nothing.
Nothing.
What did we had a girls' day? We had a little girls' day. We did. We went out, got margaritas.
Yeah,
You're like,
we
you're
did.
looking at me like,
I was
"What
like,
the fuck are you
I'm
talking
sorry, I am blurred. I am jaded with what time it is. I don't even know anymore. But yeah, we did. We had a whole ass
whole day?"
Was that just because we wanted to? Did we really just plan that?
Yeah.
We set a happy hour and just
I
said,
hadn't seen you for a minute, and I was like, well, what if we got margaritas right now?
And
I
we
really
did.
was craving margaritas too, because I was on stream not like a week ago or something, and I was like,
I'm glad we had the same
"Wonder
mindset
if
on that.
Sarah wants to drink margaritas
A
later tonight."
margarita.
And then you were like, tomorrow, and I was like, yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
it
we
the
did.
next
Oh
day.
yeah, because that's right. I had gotten off work like a little bit earlier,
Mhm.
but I was doing things that night and tired is the trend.
It was
But you're
fun,
right.
though.
We should get back into it.
We
I
went
feel like
down
once
to
I'm
South Kansas City.
yeah.
Not like south, but like
No, yeah, we
that little
definitely enjoyed the
Brookside area.
margaritas and then
actually I didn't enjoy the first margarita. We had actually pretty bad tacos. I was very
Yeah, it was
upset
really bad tacos.
I really pride Kansas City on like almost everywhere I go I can find good food, and it could be, you know, at least good, if not the best. And I had these tacos and I was like,
they were not tight. They were not with it.
I said, like, I don't know if I can eat 3. Could you think you could eat the last one? And then I ate 1.5, and I was like, I just don't even want to eat this full second one. Like, I didn't want to eat this first one, and then I made her eat the last one, and she was like,
I don't even know. It
they were
almost
just bland.
bland and like almost tasted like I don't even know. It tastes like fake meat, but not. Maybe
It just
overly
didn't
marinated.
no, it was
Stringy.
underly seasoned. Is what
It was terrible. It was just not a
just-
great time.
It was
not
like
a great
dog
time.
food. Things I'd feed my dog.
I had the corn. I had like the
Yeah, but-
elote corn, but it was good.
I mean, it's corn.
Decent.
Corn is
God, it was
great.
all in my teeth.
How do you do
though,
corn
so-
bad?
You
Can't
you
do corn
don't.
bad.
You can't. You really can't.
Yeah, I don't really want to like call out the place or anything, but the first margarita was good. It was spicy. I liked it, but I really just wanted like some
Really set in that
margarita.
heartburn before the.
I had such bad acid reflux that night.
It was immediately after the first drink. And it was funny too because the bartender was like, "Y'all are brave for drinking those," and I was like, "Spicy? What are you talking about?" And then as soon as I was like,
Really. That was a
Heartburn.
lot. Yeah, because I guess it was.
"We
kinda
couldn't even
early,
like taste
too.
the tequila hardly because
It was just.
so."
I don't really like pineapple flavored things. Also, I learned that day, or I finally like stated that to myself, so that now I know for the future.
I just feel like everything that's infused really dilutes the flavor of the alcohol. I know that sounds like really ridiculous and very like alcoholic to say, but I don't even mean it that way. But like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of infused spirits.
yeah,
I
me
just like the
neither.
spirit. I like the spirit of tequila. I like to taste
Got
it.
the spirit.
The spirit.
Got
the
it.
spirit in it.
I always wondered if people could see. I keep checking the camera to see if people can see that I always
You're
am
playing
always
footsie?
playing with your leg, like every time, because my foot's always here, and I'm always
Footsie.
like, oh, these are cute socks. And I'm just
They
like
are cute
touching
socks.
it.
You see what they
Actually,
say?
our socks kind of match colors today. Almost where the weed is.
My cute little, you wouldn't be able to read them from here, but they're adorable. I got these for a Christmas gift. No, birthday, something like
I
that.
got these socks from Sarah.
Sponsored by Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah loves socks.
I do love socks. And it'll be one of those things, I
She's
know
a
it's hella
cozy
lame.
bitch.
I'm so cozy. I want to be cozy all the time. That's why I picked out the sweater today. It was too early in the morning and I was like, there's no freaking way I'm wearing anything tight. There was no way. So sweater it is. Those are yoga pants. They're comfy. These are
Yeah.
comfy.
I feel constricted by yoga pants.
You just don't wear them often.
I just wear the same denim pants and don't wash them, and then they just form to my body, and then they get kind of shiny.
I don't like that. I don't
It's
like
the punk
jeans.
way.
That is the punk way, you weirdo. You weirdo. You just take the girl out of the punk, but you can't take the punk out of the girl.
I got a pink shirt on.
That's punky purple. You even matched your socks to it. That's about the girliest part, is that you matched your socks to your shirt.
I pulled these socks out. You saw me running around. I was not even wearing a shirt for a good 5 minutes.
You said, ah! You said, I haven't even made my coffee. You made it so fast, though. You really said...
Well, I started the water, came up here, found my socks, went back down there, poured it, came back up here. Like, I do 8 things at once, usually.
No,
in the
yeah,
mornings.
I get that. I get that. Full-heartedly.
Punky purple. I really want that to be like a Crayola.
Punky purple.
I just, it's not, you're not girly. It's just a punky purple.
It's still not a girly color when you pair it with your punk jeans. I'm dead. I just don't love jeans that much. I'm not gonna lie. I do like denim. I wear a lot of jeans, but jeans, skirts,
she is. I have never known somebody that's just so cozy. Like
cozy, man.
From the moment we get in the house, after we've been anywhere, she's like, "All right, do you want to go change with me? Like, do you want to go
an
change your
extra
clothes?
large shirt?
Yeah. Do you want
Extra
this
large.
massive shirt and these soft pants?"
One of
Like
my
every time. And there was one time I was coming over, she was like, "Oh, can I cook dinner for you? And you just come over and we can just hang out." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I came in PJs because I was like, I know she's going to be in PJs. I know she's going to be hyped to see me in PJs.
yeah, because you're always just like, I swear this bitch be sleeping in her jeans. Her ass wakes up and she's like, I'm ready for the day. She puts on her outfit the night before. You go to bed.
No, I definitely do
Me
put
too.
clothes on ASAP in the morning, which I never used to do that way, but I do it a little bit more
No,
now.
cozy is all the way. I legitimately get in my house from work and just, where are my pants? Where are my sweatpants?
Where are my-
Where's my shirt? One of my favorite t-shirts is the one I burnt myself in, the one I set myself
Yeah.
fire.
This story, ever since we talked about it last pop, whatever, she has just brought this up so many times about having COVID, and that shit is my favorite story, though. Like, I know we've talked about it,
so funny.
but just seeing her wear this shirt with burnt marks on the
It's
front
just
of
really
it
got
is
this whole
so
and
hilarious.
the funny part is, it's my dad's shirt. It's some Harley Davidson's got, like, it says Dragon on the front of it. I don't even know. It's like this old ass shirt, but I loved it because it was so soft.
Yeah.
Very worn t-shirt. And it just has this teeny little... It looks like a punky shirt. It's so punk rock, actually. It's
so punk rock.
That's the trend of today, I guess. But I love the part where, in my head, I really validated myself last episode saying, I didn't set my house on fire, but I did set myself on fire.
Yeah, it wasn't my house.
It was
Okay?
me.
It was me.
First off,
All right.
okay,
Bitch, calm down.
I am responsible. That was the best part. The funniest part is I never even, in that moment, I said, that makes sense to me. That's what makes sense. But in the moment, I really actually did not hurt myself. I felt very warm,
I just
but
spilled on myself again.
it's crazy.
I wouldn't even move.
Maybe you got a hole in your
No.
cup.
It was on. It's on
Channel
the
6.
side of this. Yeah, I'm rocking the April O'Neil today.
That's cute. I like it. I like the Channel 6. I definitely grabbed her own coffee mug when I got here. I said, gimme. Just like that, I'm done with my coffee.
Yeah, I'm
so.
almost done too, but it's at that point where I'm like,
Yeah, you get to the bottom of it every time. You almost have to just...
it hits me. I'm not.
See, that's how I feel
don't-
about my beards.
I
always just like leave this much in my beards, and she gets so upset. Okay, like,
it's
but what is that?
frustrating. Because
What is that?
Because okay,
It's nothing.
There's for one, you're wasting. And she's like, it's all backwash, but you're disgusting if this is all backwash.
I just in
Second
my head
of all,
put it in my head like
if
that.
you leave cans of this around my house, then I have to go and collect all of them and pour all of them out before
and it
throwing
collectively
away.
makes a couple of beers in her
Which,
head. And
which
that's
that doesn't bother
upsetting.
me. I just hate having to carry a lot of cans with liquid in them because I always spill on myself. And it's
And
just,
I do
I
it with
have to go
all.
to the
It's not
sink and I
even
have to
beers.
do
It's like
this.
everything. I like soda, pop, anything, man, I'll just leave the bottom of the barrel every time. And I do the same thing. I'll like pick it up later and I spill it myself. Or like put it in the trash. I realize that there's more liquid in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I'm like
I
this
understand.
kind of a machine when I like
You
I go
crazy bitch.
when I crush
You.
my cans and stuff because like we have a lot of cans and like I don't want to take up all the recycling, so I'm a maniac with crushing cans. Like Michael was stepping on him and I was like, you could just twist them and do them. He was like, how are you doing that with your fucking hands?
Aluminum scares me in that way, man. I'm so afraid.
Aluminum is pretty rough sometimes.
It's rough. It just cuts you like nothing. Like it's just
That's
tiny
me in
shards
every of those.
That was me last night. I don't know how I did it. I really just.
We're magic knuckle scars now. She's cleaning in
We're
her
working
house
girls.
and now we're just.
These are just house things. These are just our battle wounds. Yeah, man, I opened up this one again. It was just healed. I don't know how I did it. I was like, man, how do I hit it right on the spot?
Can we talk about how did we already do this?
What?
About your did we talk about that yet?
No. That is something big. That is my
that is
show
like
and tell.
so big.
This is actually my show and tell.
We should show a picture. Oh my god. We should show a picture of your.
Okay, let's
We have a
post
couple
it.
of different pictures.
At this point, it's not a secret, but the secret is out.
Let's tell
Drum
the story.
roll, please. Okay, so back in July, we had something called a secret day, and we had a really fun day where we did a bunch of things. We went to a bunch of places, really just hung out. But
the purpose
of it was a secret day because I got secretly married.
It was so great.
And I am announcing it right now to
to the world.
100 and something people that
She
possibly
wasn't
keep
going
up with this, but
She wasn't going to.
I wasn't going to. So originally how this happened, not to go back into house stuff, but
No,
that
love
was it was the whole thing about it. We got engaged and then
Couldn't get that shit.
we had for the loan, for dual income, they're like, you gotta be married, or like you just base it off one income, things that you wouldn't realize until you're going through the process. So we said,
Well, you're gonna do it anyway.
we were already engaged at that point. I was like, why don't we just fucking get married?
So we had like a whole
Planned
day
it in,
of
like,
like
2
getting
days.
secret married so that then, eventually she can have a real wedding or whatever. But it wasn't like a real one. We were going to like just keep on that she was engaged for so long. I mean, like, and we did for very, very long. I remember
it's been 6 months. It has been 6 months since and really everybody was so floored. And what's the best part about it now is like, I just casually say it and people are like, what?
Yeah, what? Well, because
I'm
now
like,
you just like, because the main thing was like, we didn't want everyone to know, and then you didn't want, this, you're like, okay, well, we can tell them, or we could tell them, and then it just led to everybody finding out, and then mostly it was.
that was just it. You tell one person, that's like too big of news and nobody's gonna keep that a secret. So like that was why it was called Secret Day, is because we really didn't tell anybody about it. And honestly,
we should have for a long time.
We did keep it up for a long time. We could have just told everybody. It's just that like, if you've ever been engaged or had anything upcoming in your life, buy a house or anything like that, what are the first things they ask? When's your wedding? When are you having kids? So it's like all this pressure, and we were like, and everybody's like, I better be invited to the wedding. Oh, you better have this wedding and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm already married. I don't know what to tell you.
I was at the wedding. I was, it was just
truly, there was
one friend, like one person, there was 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
5 of us.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, true.
You're man. I literally didn't count. So one person was the person who married them.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the word.
The officiator?
The officiant? I don't know.
The officiant?
And then we had 2 witnesses. I was a witness.
Uh-huh.
And funny enough, both of the witnesses were both divorcees. So that was kind of funny. And then we just like, and the best thing is y'all got married at the Scout, which is the coolest spot in the city, in my opinion. It's just
tight.
like the statue
You see
of
pretty
a
much
man
the
on a
whole
horse.
skyline.
Yeah, a man on a horse and a big thing, and then it's just like this little like drop off hill like cliff thing, and you just see the whole fucking city right there. So they just got married in front of the whole city.
Yeah, we really just did. We
got dressed up.
We did. We got hella dressed up on a like
got lit
over
afterwards.
100-degree day. We were sweating. We made that ceremony decently fast, and we were still sitting in the shade like trying to celebrate, and we were just dripping sweat,
drinking champagne.
Sweat.
We're like, let's just chug this
full on
champagne
makeup,
and go.
full on hair. We were really in these cute outfits. Obviously,
honestly, you guys have seen it because it was from the fucking intro.
Our intro where we're dressed up and we're doing this cute little thing. That's literally Secret
That's her
Day.
wedding.
That was my wedding. That was a cute little like we did the
we took that with the intention of like, oh, let's, use this for the podcast. But it's
Yeah,
funny,
no,
we're
we
like,
did.
no one would know
No
that
one's
it's
gonna
secret
know,
day.
because you wouldn't. I'm like in a black and gold dress. It was so untraditional, but
Loved it.
Loved it. It was
so
a fun time. So
we got
that
super
is
lit
my-
afterwards. Ran to
Oh
Westport
my God.
afterwards.
It was a whole day of festivities, and like
That was the day that I fucking smashed at foosball. I was incredible.
you'll never be at the peak that you were that day.
There's never been anyone that was better than me at foosball than that day. I swear to God. You saw, like, I was really...
You were really taking the cake on
there
it.
was
I don't know how
nothing,
you got
like,
so good.
I was blocking.
Because I was
and
quite
her
the
man was so
opposite.
mad. He was like, why?
Y'all were dominating though. It was really so wild.
It was just me versus him the whole time. He was
pretty
actually
much
really
like,
good
and then there
too.
was like two pawns. It was like me and Keith basically, and we were like, well,
We're here.
we're here. We're doing the best we can.
Jacob and I were very serious about it.
You were. The funny thing is like, yeah, we really went all day, but because you ever been out in the sun, you just are already exhausted. It just sets the mood. You're gonna go ham for the rest of the day, and you were just gonna be at
It
the
was
end of
so
it.
fun.
And that's really how it was.
I don't even remember what.
how did that
remember all
night
the
end?
details.
hardly
That's what
can
I was just
remember.
saying. I
I was just
remember-
trying to say, how did we end that night?
I met Keith's dog, and then that's the last thing I
And
remember.
then we went out, but we went
I don't remember.
out to Westport, but then we went back, and then where did we go after that? Did we hang out at your house?
That's likely.
It's very likely.
It always ends up at my house because I'm like, I have to go take care of my dogs now.
Yeah.
Does everybody want to come over? And I just smoke.
God, that's annoying me. What
Yeah,
did we do?
well, we can find out. I mean, that
we'll
was
figure
6
it out. It'll
months
come to
ago.
us.
That's crazy. I was sitting and thinking about it this morning. I was like, we could just announce her wedding, but I was like, did we do that already?
I think
But we definitely didn't.
We definitely alluded to it. Like, I don't even think last episode, but the episode before that, and then we like kind of forgot about it that we were gonna because when you keep a secret that long, it's just in the back of your mind. And
Yeah.
Either
You're not
people
thinking
already
about it.
know or you don't. But
I remember really like trying not to tell everybody because I'm not.
oh,
like,
dude, it was hard sometimes
Yeah.
because especially
I remember telling
I don't
my
ever want to feel like I'm
sister-in-law.
lying to somebody,
Yeah.
like blatantly lying to them, and like when they would be like, "Well, when's the wedding?" and I'm like, "I'm already married." It's somewhere in
Sometime.
due time.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm
in
not really
time.
thinking about it.
That's what I kept saying. I was like, "Well, I'm thinking about my house right now," and then after that, I'll.
Yeah, focusing on
We'll,
something
we'll
else.
talk
and
about
come
we'll
back.
talk about a wedding. I was like, a lot of it's a lot of money. If you ask me, a lot of dollar signs is what
yeah.
I see.
So are you gonna do a wedding?
I
at all,
still
or do you
wanna
just
do a
like,
wedding. I
reception?
still-
Why don't you just do like a big reception
I
party at
think
your
so.
house or something?
We've got, once it gets like warmer and stuff, that's what we kind of discussed is like maybe like a housewarming / like reception type thing. So like we
Mhm.
got a big enough house. The yard is plenty big enough to like do something like that. We could like set up tables and make it like a whole thing. I've got a deck where I can put my food on. So we'll see.
What?
A deck.
Oh, I thought you said I don't
No,
know.
a deck.
I thought-
No, I meant a deck. I just
A
said it in
duck.
a weird accent, but a duck. I got a duck out there.
Duck.
So,
So earlier me saying show and tail. I was like,
tail.
where did that come from?
But yeah, so we'll discuss, like I said, there's so many options, I
Just big wife energy. You're just so wifey. You got a
so
big
wifey,
wife.
just a wife. That's
Married at the
crazy.
house.
Yeah.
How old are you?
How old are you?
Like 40 or something? That's what it sounds like.
Do sound 40 when I say that. I'm just,
That's what I
I
just-
got married, I got a house all at the age of 27. So
It's crazy. Yeah, no, that's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
I mean, you can get.
but it all
I feel like
happened in
getting
a
married
year. I mean,
yeah.
it really all just happened really fast. I always wonder, I'm like, man, this year was like stressful. And I'm like, well, I did it to
Well,
myself.
yeah.
I
you
did it to
went a little
myself.
wild there.
I did.
Because I feel like you've been buying a house for like a long time. Because it was like a whole lot of like talking and figuring out
yeah,
everything.
you gotta
You had
figure it out. We had to get
military
married.
loan,
Yeah, the VA loan and
all that shit.
working on
Ugh.
our credits and getting things paid down and then realizing actually the best part is we realized how well we looked on paper in January when we really started being very
Yeah.
serious about it. I was like, you know what, we could do this.
Mhm.
Honestly, you guys gave us motivation too, so that was like easy. I was like, okay, well, we're not out of
Reach.
because I don't know. I always felt like it was so unattainable. I was like,
Mhm.
house was like big end goal, just like you said, like that was always just
I really,
that
man,
was
I'm
it.
saying,
That was me making it. Was
I don't
me
know
owning
what
a
the
house.
fuck I want anymore. I mean, like I've been rethinking it this weekend, but like that was the end goal. Now what?
now
now
what?
what? Now what? But now I'm saying
But now it's like diligent.
now back to business.
It's
Back
yeah,
to building our empires.
yeah. well, yes. But it is. It's refining things. I realize now that adulting is going to be a lot of like being responsible, being like with money aspects, like we got a house and don't get me wrong, I'm still going to buy my things, but like I need to, in my head, I'm like, car payments, juggling all of this stuff, and it's savings accounts and stuff like that.
I said after I got a house, I wanted to buy a truck.
There's your next one. There you
want a
go.
truck.
I went an
boring.
SUV.
That'd be nice. I'd get an SUV.
Something
too,
with
but
a
I kinda
4-wheel
want
drive
a
and
truck.
something I could put more space into, and 4-wheel drive, and possibly have a hitch on the back that I could. Yikes.
I just have to sneeze and I
You know
don't
what I
wanna do
really
it.
want? I want a camper. I don't want a big
Yeah.
RV. I want a camper.
Like a
cute
trailer
little,
on the back, or like a one that is like
something
the
that like
drive-in inside?
attaches.
Oh, okay.
Something like a camper that like attaches.
You want the 50s vibe one?
Yeah, those cute ones. They just like, it's just
Man,
a tiny
my
little
grandma
space.
had one of those fat ones where you like drive it itself.
Yeah,
back in the
that's
day,
the RV
she would put it
type.
like in our backyard. Yeah, whenever she'd come to
That's
visit.
what I'm saying. We got this gate that opens
tight.
up on both sides. It's like, I don't remember what they call them, like the double wide gates or whatever.
French doors gate.
I guess, I don't know, something that
The
they could
French
fit an
gate.
excavator in our backyard because of it, so that's great. But
Yeah.
we could like pour concrete back there and like make it like a little port to put my camper on or whatever we wanted. A boat would be kind of cool. A boat would be kind of tight to own in the.
Sure. That would be this is a good spot.
Can you imagine if we had a boat? We could just like, who gives a fuck about what's going on this weekend? Let's go to the lake.
So much fucking work.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
it is.
I've been to the lake so many times. I own boats.
Just a work. I couldn't. I'll come on your boat. I would love for you to have a boat. I'm not.
I
gonna
don't
talk
want
you
an
out of having a boat.
extravagant boat. I don't want to.
I just don't want a
huge boat, but that's down the road.
I really I was thinking I want a hot tub. I'm like, I'm ready for you to have all those things, and then you take care of them. I'll just come and reap the
I'm down to
benefits.
take care of it. I
Oh,
will.
I
I
have
absolutely
a boat
will.
friend again.
I
It's
want
always
a
nice
boat. I really want a boat
growing
really
up
bad.
down, and I guess when I moved to Lee Summit, that is just like lakes everywhere down there. Lived in a neighborhood of like lakes.
Yeah,
and
no, they do. They have a lot of lakes down
a little
there.
rich neighborhood too.
I even
like
have a small lake
those
in
guys were all.
Raytown.
Yeah, there's so many. There's so
There
many
are.
lakes down there. But
There are.
there's not as many man-made as Oklahoma. I remember, you told me, but
I really
but
tried to-
just having like friends that were in this little rich neighborhood all having boats was fucking tight.
Oh, dude, you gotta have a friend with a boat.
I'm waiting on. Okay, I'm fully supporting you getting a boat.
That's what I'm saying.
kind of
Those
boat
will be
would
the
you get?
times.
Like a pontoon boat or like a speedboat.
No, like a speedboat.
I figured.
I like a speedboat. I want to go fast. I want to go fast.
I'm ready for Jacob to beat my ass on these tubes. That's how he's gonna get his revenge with me.
Oh,
From
on the tubing, he'll
Her
be
man's
nice.
and
yeah.
I have a bit of a relationship of
Constant competitiveness.
Yeah.
Constant.
and
That's
I
why
just
we talked
know
about
he's
the
out to
foosball
get
moment.
me. So he's gonna wreck me if I'm ever tubing
I'm
and
gonna
he's
let
driving.
I'm gonna let it be known. Having tubed as an adult, you could really get hurt on those.
Yeah,
things.
I was gonna say I haven't tubed
You
since
have a
I was
lot
a kid.
to
I'm a
lose
little
at that
afraid.
point too. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, you have a lot to lose. You
Well,
could
yeah,
die.
you could die.
You
You
could-
could break a femur, but who knows,
A
man?
femur.
I actually knew somebody that did that. He was a dumbass, but he was a complete. He used to be that person that would pride himself in like really getting really, really hurt.
Yeah, doing
But like he
something
actually,
crazy.
I think he was probably doing something like that, something crazy, and he just snapped his femur on the water.
Oh,
Can you imagine? He's a
mine.
big
My
guy
fingers are
too.
so huge.
Strong too.
Yeah.
Strong bone. You really
Ugh.
just. Yeah. You literally can't walk. You can't do anything.
No,
You can't do anything.
I think I have longer femurs than you.
Longer femurs? You think so? You do have a long femur.
My femurs are fucking long.
We got.
Yeah, you and I both are pretty long and lanky.
We got long thighs.
I know, it's funny.
The thighs go on forever.
Sarah's not dyeing her hair anymore,
I'm not.
so we're not gonna look like sisters
sorry.
anymore.
I'm very sorry. It's a process, okay? Just leave me be with my process. It basically,
I don't.
when you put black dye on your hair, you just don't really go back from it, is what I've been told. Or you just really damage out your hair. At this point, like I would probably just have to shave my head. Or really do a pixie cut and really just grow it out naturally.
That's what I should do. I should just cut all my hair off and let it all grow back gray. I bet it wouldn't. That's what I'm saying.
It would probably have a copious amount more, but
Yeah.
probably not all the way.
I want it to just.
That's what I want to
Hit it,
know.
like,
Is
go or don't.
like gray hairs coming in. Is it just a switch one day? Do you just like wake up and like your entire
swear.
color just starts coming out? Because I've seen
Look,
people that are like that.
Look at. It's always in the middle right now that they're coming out, but they're like some of them are really short because they're growing,
Yeah.
and then some of them I let grow out, and so they're longer. But then sometimes I'll like go like this and I'll see like a really long one. I'm like, did it just change color or did I grow that out?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because it's happening it's happening a lot, but I can't.
These are the questions I have.
I'm trying. I wish I could tell you. It's just I don't pay attention.
It's
got to
be a gradual thing that you just don't even realize. Like men that do the salt and pepper look for so long, and then it just eventually goes. It just more and more.
Every time I'm in the mirror, I'm like, for real? But I mean,
you do. They'd be popping.
I know they're like way more popping than they were like even.
I think I'll always be. I just need to accept my fate that I will always be a colored hair girl.
So much work, so much money, so much work.
Yeah, you get used to it. I have taken back some of my other, what do you call that? Like upkeep,
Expenses?
I guess, maintenance. Yeah, I try not to. I mean, the hair is like the one thing I do have to upkeep, and it's been a while since my last one. I'm not gonna lie, but
Well, because you were trying to grow
it
it
out,
to change.
and then I realized it was all for nothing. So,
Mm-hmm.
so eventually I'll be back.
Girl shit.
Girly tings. We've been at this, right? We've been at this.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say we kind of gotta stop because I gotta go to work.
Yeah, man, we got things to do. I want to chill. I'm in
Yeah,
the mode because we're used to doing it at, in the evenings or at night where we're able to just like chill afterwards. But like we really gotta like go to work.
Gotta do a day.
Gotta do a whole day.
Do a whole day.
A whole day.
What day is it? Tuesday again. We are so good right now.
Yeah.
We have consistently 3 times in a row filmed the day after a episode release. That's
Really good.
impressive. Look at us.
Hey, it can always go one of two ways. We could always actually do it on a Tuesday. We really could, for the most part.
It's always up to your job.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
But we could always either do morning or night. So,
Mm-hmm.
and Tuesday's a good day. It's early enough in the week that you don't feel like you're just.
Oh my god. I don't
Acid
think
reflux.
I like
Acid
McDonald's.
reflux.
I like McDonald's. I don't think I like McDonald's. I'm feeling.
You just have a lot of acid reflux right now. It's morning time. Morning.
I
Good
just
morning.
keep like tasting this fucking sausage biscuit. I'm like,
Oh no. I had a great time.
But I'm glad I did that because that coffee would have killed me.
You would have been. I would have been too. That's why I was like, well, I really want coffee, but I was like, I have to
Need to
eat
eat
first because
food.
otherwise we're just gonna be. Coffee just be hitting different early in the morning. If you have it smack dab early in the morning,
I get hella nauseous. Like
I
as soon
do
as I'm
get
done with the cup,
nauseous.
I'm like,
I do get really nauseous, but then it just wires me for the rest of the day. I am just like, it kicks off the. I'm just. It's like a roller coaster,
I had 2 cups of coffee like a week ago, or I had my own coffee, and then like 2 hours later, I went and got coffee from somewhere else. Oh my god. Okay, excuse me. That was weird, but my fucking god, I went to this coffee shop called Anchor Island Coffee, and like there was like a little vendor there. I got a cool master sword. It was tight. The point is, it was like really good coffee, whatever. I ate this sandwich that I have not stopped thinking about. I cried when I ate it. My niece was there with me and was like, why are you laughing? Because I was like laugh crying, and I was like, this is the best fucking sandwich. It was so good. And I haven't, like, I just heads up, Anchor Island Coffee, if you're ever in Kansas City. The coffee was
What kind of
great.
sandwich was it?
It was like a chorizo,
Say
like
less.
cheese, like, what are they called when you, like a grilled cheese. It was like a chorizo grilled.
It
was messy.
I am a
but
sucker
I was
for
like,
chorizo.
I know. I really
Sucker for
wanted to
it.
cry over it. And I mean, I had like a taro latte, which was really good as well.
Mhm.
But I mean, just it was I'm going back. So
Yeah, it sounds really fun.
that's another
We should
Kansas
do
City
it.
local thing to add on real quick. 'Cause
3. She hit 3.
I'm really killing
She really
it.
hit 3. Dang.
Yeah, what have you been doing?
And
Slacker.
Lego. Shit. I got married 6 months
Last
ago.
week. No, what you do have to do is make sure to grab those pictures so you can actually have your show and
I'm
tell.
going to Florida.
Yeah. Now next week you will be super
I'm going to
tan
take.
and
I'm going to take pictures. I'm
Good.
going to take pictures. I'm going to
Yep.
do it.
we're really bad at this. You're worse than I am.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I told you that. You didn't believe me.
Believe you.
You You didn't
'Cause
believe me.
You're such a girly girl. I just assumed you would like, oh
I
yeah, I'm
just
really bad at taking
hate
pictures,
being
but I'm
that
like, it's just
person
like,
in the moment to take pictures because it just ruins it for me. I'm like always just like so happy to be there, and then like when somebody takes a picture, it's almost like this.
yeah.
Get it over with.
And every time, like, I'm always around mostly dudes, and they fucking hate it most of the time. They're like,
And they're really bad at it. Yeah, it's just a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's whatever.
Anyway, moving forward, you're going to Florida. I have nothing to do, particularly. So
she'll be helping me move.
yeah,
That's pretty much it. But yeah, Florida, and then actually back on our bullshit. What we could actually focus. We can get through your house stuff. I'm pretty much almost done through mine. We're really out of the clear of that. That's it. That's all we got. That's it. See ya. Goodbye.
Bye.